And good afternoon,
Fastest lap for Noble,
everybody.
157.67.
We're here at Alton Park for some rookie Mazda action. And as you see in the title, we need some SR. We definitely need some SR. Our SR is not so good. Greetings to all of you. All About the Gyro here from a gray and kind of yucky skies here in Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Hope all of you are well. And yeah, we're going to get the drive around Alton Park a little bit. We may do some production car challenge as well. But tonight it is all about the grind. So grab yourself your favorite menagerie. We're going to go racing in a couple minutes. So the big news today,
The leader's just done a 157.65.
why SR is now about to become more important. So today, iRacing announced that starting at the end of the season, that 3 of the popular IMSA series, that's the IMSA Online Sports Car Championship, the iRacing Le Mans Series, and the iRacing Endurance Le Mans Series, if I got that right. I think it's iRacing Le Mans Endurance Series is the proper name. So those 3 series all received a license bump. So IMSA, currently you need a C license. As of December, that's going to be now a B license requirement. And the Le Mans series, which are currently B license, now will require an A license. So definitely a positive step to try to get a little bit better handle on what has been going on in terms of driving standards. Between the Triple Crown Challenge, between what has happened this year in the first few weeks, there's been a lot of noise about, hey, driving standards are terrible. So I'm happy to see that this is a positive thing, because these 3 series, they get a lot of attendance, a lot of memes, and what's occurring is there's been so many incidents, there's been so many issues that they had to do something. Yours truly, to give you an idea, my safety rating has been cut almost in half. Actually, more than that. It's more than half. I've lost 2 points of safety rating in 5 weeks. I came into it at 3.60. I was talking about, hey, maybe I can get A license. Now I'm at 1.54. And so because of that, I have to have a 2.0 to maintain my B license for IMSA next season, which I definitely want to participate in. I enjoy driving the GT3, the Audi. Hopefully they get the Merc fixed. It'd be nice to drive the Merc because that was my original preference. And VRS GT Sprint, it looks like that's going to remain a B license. And so due to that, I want to be able to drive the cars that I've really liked driving, like the Porsche 911 around Watkins Glen. I had such fun driving that car, even though I made a mistake and was punished for it. I enjoyed that. I'm willing to live with that. And I looked at that replay and realized what I did and deserved to have lost safety rating. I lost a half a point because that is what happens in a 60-minute race when you only go 40 minutes and you have 14 or 15 incidents. Your corners per incident, they're harder the higher up you go. And that's the nature of the safety rating um, policy is the higher up you go, you are supposed to drive more cleanly. And that is what has not been happening. So they had to do something. I'm happy about that. I have seen low I ratings of people that drive safely. Give me people that drive safely, we'll have a good time. And it's just not happening. So during the stream, I'm going to say what I think the new multi class progression needs to be. And what this does, it's going to make two series more relevant. So let's do a qualifier. Here we are at Alton Park. Great
Pit lane
place
speed
to
limit
drive.
is 31 miles per hour.
Great place
Pit
to
exit's
drive.
clear. We have 2 laps to get the job done, mate.
There are people here that are not even using brakes. It looks like this place is amazing. So let me get some heat in the tires. So we're using the full international layout here, and I honestly think this layout for Mazda, best layout in the entire rookie class. It's better than Laguna Seca, because if you drive well here, you can drive well anywhere. You have both chicanes.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 114 Fahrenheit.
Both chicanes. And they're tough chicanes. Some of these guys are flying through the chicanes. I just don't have that skill yet. And so with this, with this announcement, I'm having to go, well, what happens if I lose my license? Well, if I get downgraded to C, that means I can't drive IMSA. You got to have a B license. And so I have a lot of incentive to improve my safety rating because I want to remain being able to drive an IMSA and VRS Sprint. So here we go. Here's qualifying. And I just realized I'm not even going to qualify. I'm just going to grid up. Just going to grid up. That's the smart move. Just grid up. So anyway, so let's talk about if you want to do multi-class racing as of December, what is the progression? Here's where the production car challenge is really going to take on some added importance. Because now to drive in GT3, you need a B license. How are you going to get to that B license? That's going to make production car challenge a very important next step when you come out of rookies, because you're going to be driving a Mazda, which you've been driving in rookies, but you also have multi-class racing. You also have larger fields. You have a little bit longer time frame, 25 minutes for a lot of your races. There's a couple that's 60 minutes. Like next week, they're doing Watkins Glen. I intend to drive that because it's 60 minutes. If you drive cleanly, you're going to have a lot of turns. That's going to help your SR. So you start getting exposure to multi-class in a controlled manner. Before, because GT3 was right there at C, I think a lot of people kind of skipped over that. That's why Skippy's so popular. Um, GT3 fixed. Like, I think GT3 fixed should now move to C license. Keep the TCR where it's at. The Touring Car Challenge, keep that in D, because now that's like your next step up in terms of performance. Your C license, now you have GT4 and TCR. The Michelin Pilot Challenge, now more people will be driving that because they're going to have to practice their multi-class skills. Otherwise, what will occur is they're going to drive advanced Mazda. They might drive radicals, but you're now going to get more of a dispersion in GT4 in TCR multi-class racing. That series, what I have for my direct experience is the average skill level is much higher in GT4 than it is in GT3. There's been this rush to do GT3 because it's so popular, and people aren't prepared for it. So GT4 and TCR, the Pilot Challenge, is going to now get a lot more attendance. IMSA now goes to B, VRS now goes to B, stays at B, I should say. And then to do the Le Mans series, you need to be an A, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Because in my mind, you have to have both the incentive and the disincentive for drivers that if they do well, you should have access to the big events. Just keep in mind, these special events now, there may be an increased license requirement. Consider Daytona 24 may now need a B license and not a C license. Petit Le Mans, Sebring 12 hours, 6 hours at the Glen, 24 hours of Le Mans and all that. So be very cognizant of that. So multi-class progression. You start in Mazda, you get your D license, you now do production car challenge. You start getting exposed with the touring car challenge. Once you get your C license, you now do the pilot challenge series in GT4 or TCR. You gain safety rating in that, and then you go up and do IMSA, VRS, and B, and then the Le Mans series in A. I think that's the logical progression. So, yeah, if I get demoted to C, it's going to hurt because I really want to drive GTE, GT3 cars, and now I need to be licensed, and I need to be at 2. And right now I'm at 1.54. That's why I didn't qual. I don't care if I lose some iRating. I've got to get my SR up. Big time. Got to get my SR up. So yeah, enjoy the race here at Olton Park. It's a great circuit. And then I'm going to show you the
air temp is 78 Fahrenheit, 10th position. Get ready. Go, nail it!
I need SR, I need SR, I need SR. Oh my gosh.
On your left. He's still there. Clear left.
Yep.
Left side, clear left. On your right, looks like P6 has gone off in Old Hall. Clear right.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Car right, you in the middle, 3 wide. Clear right, clear all around.
Now the cars are right, but I got a 4X, so...
We think P6 has gone off in Cascades. Yellow flag.
That's why I was trying to avoid. Well, thank you for holding the brake. Well, that was a crazy start and a half, wasn't it? Welcome to Rookies. Nope. This race has been lovely.
Incident in Britons.
Absolutely lovely.
There's an incident in Shell Oil's corner.
People, like that whole start, that's part of the reason why they're doing the license shakeup. I can tell you right now, this car's broken. That has been my season right there. I've had so many issues with accidents. Yep. Can't get the car slowed down. I'm at 6X already because people don't know how to drive. I've had so many of those. We're going to go in the pits here and take the fast repair. Make sure I get in the pit lane here.
The pit lane speed limit is 31 miles per hour. Box now.
Fast repair. So that's what happens around here. And so now I'm just trying to
Pit exit's clear. Stay behind the white line.
log some laps. People frustrate me. Not concerned about iRating right now. I need to get my SR up. And I've already got 6X, and I've only done 1 lap. This one I got flat out wrong.
The car behind's pitting now.
2X is on me, the 4X is on people not realizing what they should be doing. So, let's see if we can do the last of these clean. Great circuit, but here's where
The leader has just done a 158.17.
Here's where you're seeing poor driving standards. So once I get to the start-finish line, I'll start commentating this place. We'll obviously look at that replay, so very frustrating. That has been my season in synopsis. When things have gone wrong, they've gone wrong very quickly. And that is why I am in this safety rating issue. And you take that corner much, much better. All right, I need to log some laps. Keep my SR at 6x here, and then hairpin here has some banking. It's crowned right there, so you can spin it out. All right, first chicane. And here's where so many guys are just flying through there, and I just can't do that. It's not that good.
Okay, Dwayne, you're gaining on this car. The gap is 11 seconds. He's slow into Shell Oil's corner.
Second chicane. A lot of wheel spin here if you're not careful. Last few laps, you have to be really careful because once the tires get heated, you start sliding. Big time. And this one here, woo. Talk about trusting the car to slide. Meanwhile, I might be catching up to 9th. Gotta get something out of this.
That's the fastest lap. Sector 2 is 1.8 off the pace.
It looks like I'm catching up on Franco. And Patrick has gone by, so Franco may be doing the same thing I'm doing here, just trying to get some SR. Be very careful out of this one because of the wheel spin. Tires are right where I want them now. It looks like I am gaining on Franco. So every position counts.
There's an incident in Druids.
Hello, mirror.
Car right, clear right.
In third place. Just had an issue, it looks like. Looks like they're taking a tow. So that is a position.
Sector 1 is 0.35 off the pace. Sector 2 is 2.4 off the pace. Sector
That
3
first
is
corner.
1.3 seconds off the pace.
That first corner, you have to be so careful. Like everywhere. I mean, this track is out to get you if you don't drive it carefully.
P9.
And third is now behind us, which means that chicane is really hard for me to get right. Now,
You're reeling this car in. The gap's now 2.0 seconds. They're pretty slow into Cascades.
yes, he's not driving it very hard. So, he was going so slow that I had a big problem. I want to pass him really, really carefully here.
Halfway home, fuel's good.
Because and Patrick has gone off. So I'm going to try to set him up here, but Franco may defend. Okay, that's why. You don't know the secret. So Franco doesn't know to slide the car there yet. That's why he's so slow. Oh my gosh, dude. And it's not so easy to pass around here. I have to show a little bravery here. Thinking about the last right-hander setting him up over there. Trying to get the drive off the corner here.
Right side. He's still there. Right side's clear. Okay, Dwayne, push now. We can catch up here. Good pass.
That was not easy. I had to be very, very careful how I did that.
8th place.
Because I had to set that corner up all the way coming out of the second chicane. And if I drive sensibly, I'll drive right away from him now. But that is a position gained. So the hit to the iRating won't be as bad.
pulling away from the guy behind. The gap's now 2.0 seconds.
Well, if I can drive clean the rest of the way, I'll get some safety rating out of it. And salvage something out of this race. So you see, I've already pulled off 5 seconds on him.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.5 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.49 off the pace.
So I'm losing time in Sector 2, and that's the chicanes. Just breathe the throttle in a little bit, get the weight on the front, and then give it the beans. Unless something happens with 6th and 7th over there. I think this is where we're going to end up here. And 6th and 7th are 2 seconds apart.
Two to go.
And that corner comes up more sharply than you realize. Still learning this track. It's definitely grown on me. Definitely grown on me. See, the problem is I'm decelerating when I need to accelerate. So I need to maybe back it up a little bit so I can get the launch off. Not liking I'm driving that first chicane right now. All right, so 6th and 7th are now 1 second. They have already started their final lap. So the discoloration on the road is actually good braking line idea.
You're
There's
pulling
the white
away.
flag.
The gap behind is now 12 seconds. White flag, last lap.
Now you see the problem. I'm not getting that apex correct. And I'm losing time. Okay, I am the next to last guy. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Looks like 6th and 7th have disengaged. Now it's important to keep it clean. See, that one was a little bit better, but I slowed down a little bit sooner.
Incident in the Elite. It looks like Tucker.
Well, that would not affect me because I'm too far behind. Well,
P8. There we go, it's over. Bring it back round.
yep. After getting completely scrunched, now I'm trying to get a couple of bonus corners here before he crosses. And he's crossed. So once the last person crosses, it's all over. All right, let's have a look at what happened here. And actually, I like that view right there. Here we go. And he goes right. I come to the inside. So the okay. So far, in the number 11 car. Okay. So I'm right here. There's his line. And he just turns right in. Just turns right in. And note, the same thing happened up here. Just turned right in. Like, what are we doing? And then I get on the racing line and he runs into me again. That's frustrating. But we did end up with 7x. All right, so let me quit that. We did end up with 7x. And give me one moment here as I switch. There we go. So we did end up with 7x. And let's see here. We really need SR. Really need SR. And looking at this, I think I only went up 0.02. Let's see here. Hasn't posted yet. So let me show you some of the carnage. So VRS Sprint Series got completely wrecked, had so much damage it was fruitless. Coda kept getting banged around. Watkins Glen wasn't able to finish because of errors. Did earlier today, the production car challenged, got 9 incidents, but was a turtle twice. So you now see the pain in safety rating. It has been very, very painful. Here I was having aspirations of getting into A, and now I'm trying to avoid being dropped from C with all of the consequences that come to it. All right, here we go. Strength of field 1311. And let me click on that here. So I lost 30 points in iRating, but I did go plus +02 on the safety rating. So, that's frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Let's see here. What can we do next? So there's Le Mans series there. So let me show you the announcement. I gotta find it here. Okay, here we go. So here's the announcement. I'm going to read it for those that have sight impairment. So, iRacing IMSA Le Mans Series received license promotions for 2021 Season 1. 3 of iRacing's most popular road series will be moved up by one license division starting this December. The IMSA Sports Car Championship, iRacing Le Mans Series, and iRacing Endurance Le Mans Series will each be moved up one license class. Details on each series for 2021 Season 1 and beyond are as follows. If you want to race in IMSA, you must be Class B, and they are permitting LMP2, GTE, and GT3. In the Le Mans Solo Series, those are the 60-minute ones. Class A, LMP1, LMP2, GTE. Same for the Endurance Le Mans Series. In closing, these adjustments are designed to raise the standards of racecraft in each series and are being announced 2 months in advance of their move in order to give drivers enough notice to earn the proper license to continue competing in their preferred series if necessary. So, as you see here, people are absolutely loving it. Now, people are saying any chance you could drop the VRS Sprint Series down to C. And so I want to address this statement right here. It's not difficult to get an A license, so I can't see this making that much impact at all. I fundamentally disagree with this statement. It has been very difficult to get an A license because once in B, we have seen on this channel all the carnage of me getting hit a lot, a few off tracks, but far too often, for me, it has not been the LMP2. It's been the GTE drivers that have been very, very poor. Want to address Richard's comment. It's a very good move. The real payoff in IMSA will be in the lower splits that have more than one class. I fundamentally agree. Now, people want minimum iRating. I don't know if minimum iRating, if that's going to be good for a marketing viewpoint. Okay. Now, Seth Moore has had the same thought I have had about the progression. Now, he wants the Michelin series moved to D. I don't agree with that. GT4s are very powerful vehicles. You have the production cup for a reason that needs to be used. GT4 and the RS3 should be C. The VRS, and keep in mind, VRS may not want to be a C license. They may want to be a B license like they are now because of marketing. So, relatively good idea. So that's the first page. Everyone is talking about ITE. Jordy is saying Class C would only be good with a GT3. I don't know about that. Don't know about it. GTE is crazy. Now, Raymond Chapman brings up a point, and I see some merit in this. He says it's funny to think this is going to change anything. Most are A and B anyway. License level will change nothing. Now, I disagree with that. I've raced with enough C license and INSA. They're out there. Unless there's an IR minimum or a mandatory ladder type system, we will enjoy the dumpster fires that are IMSA and ILMS. Now, I don't necessarily agree with the I rating, because now you're dissuading customers from driving their favorite cars. A ladder system, I kind of like the idea. You'll see my comment here. A positive first step, very happy to read this, and I'm a low B license. I'm happy to see this. I'm very, very happy to see this. And you see a lot of folks saying they were thinking about not driving Le Mans anymore because of inexperienced drivers. I don't think it's inexperienced, but you have to realize they're in the business to sell you something. If you can drive safely, but you have a low I rating, that should trump great skill but terrible safety rating. Now, they're saying why not leave IMPC, Camel, GTC at C, since they are fixed setup series for the BMW and Audi at D. I'm not sure what he's trying to say here in terms of the problem with Global Challenge is that the Global Challenge cars don't really help you to really learn GT3. They're fundamentally different. And so Miguel Vigo has made a very interesting point. The license system, he's like, look, this is a joke. iRacing is never going to restrict people in driving cars. They are correct. They are correct. Here's the thing about this. If you make this change, you need to make the penalties proportional in terms of, okay, if you drive poorly, you should be hemorrhaging safety rating as an A. B, if you drive poorly, not quite as much hemorrhaging, and so forth. So I like Mitch's comment here. The GT4s are a lot of times there's a lot less splits than an IMSA. A lot less splits. So now you're filling in some good series here. I also agree with Tim Olson's. A lot of the silliness is mainly A license, a few B drivers. I agree with that. I've seen far too much of that. That's why safety rating decreases should be harsher. Because if you want to make A mean something, then let's do this. A lot of people saying VRS go down the C license. It's another good series for the bin. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Jared has a very valid point about that. Driving aids to be turned off for B and A, or people can still use a driver line. Well, I don't think the driver. I don't think the driving line is allowed in C and up, by the way. And so as you see here, someone has done an image, and it's definitely, the spec racing forward is definitely going to be beneficial. See, a lot of people think it's easy to get an A license. Well, not so easy. But I like Joey's comment, make the corner per incident higher. Yeah. Yeah, make it easier to lose it. Because not all A's should be A's. So Randy's done some numbers here. So right now I'm in the 21,000 group. There's a lot of D and a lot of A. So this is a bimodal. This is a bimodal distribution. And Randy makes a good argument. This makes a very good case for changing the corners per incident to make getting and keeping an A license harder. So what he wants to do is he wants to push and make D a little bit harder. So make it a true pyramid. The problem is if you have all this paid content and you can't race it, why keep the subscription? So I wanted to show you this. I'm very keen to see if they will increase the curve to where it's a little bit harder to keep the A. Because now what's going to happen is if you make it to where if people are rash, um, that you are basically going to lose at least an A license, and if it's rash enough, you lose a B license, then I would be all up in that. Because, yes, it's a positive first step. A GT3 car is 500 brake horsepower. Now, I have shown on this channel that I can handle a GT3 car. But I like the fact that you're trying to raise standards. I like the idea of raising standards. So let me know what you think. When I publish this out to the YouTube channel, I'll be very, very curious to see what your feedback is on that.
That's a new fastest lap for Scott,
Because
2:00.1.
of
New fastest lap for Kennedy, 2:00.1 seconds.
because of the simple fact of Bruno Do Carmo is in here. Now, Bruno is a real life Brazilian race car driver. I think he drives in their stock car series. And
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 114 Fahrenheit.
And he was the individual that caught the grip hack of Callum Cross during a stream and got him removed off the service. So he's a Twitch streamer. Make sure you follow him. He's really, really good. But yeah, to finish my thought, okay, you're raising the standards. That's a good thing. And it's clearly in response to the flood of people that came in during COVID. And I think it's a big plus. Now, the other thing that it may do is by strengthening those 3 licenses is some of the other series that may be a little bit less used may now get some participation, like Spec Racing Ford, for example. I know Radical has a core group. Advanced Mazda has a core group. You know, you may see people moving into different series just because they're trying to triangulate
Fastest lap for Scott, 159.93.
Their way into a bit like
That's a new fastest lap for Kennedy, 158.88.
I'm very curious. I'm very curious to see what you think about this, because I right now am in danger of losing my B license, and I think it's a great move. I don't think you need to put an iRating floor on it, because if people drive safely, they're going to have more enjoyment. I wouldn't be surprised if this is in response to people not only complaining, but maybe people leaving the service saying, look, I keep getting run into, driving standards are so poor. That's why I'm leaving to Race Room, to ACC. And for me specifically, I may now get ACC just because I like driving GT3, and they have GT4, and they have plenty of tracks, and they have multiplayer and the like. I may end up doing that just to make sure that I have GT3 on the channel. So, very interesting times, but very happy that they did it. So I'm going to take a bio break here. I suggest you do too. And we're going to do the second race of the doubleheader. That's right, we're giving you value, some good value. And we will see you up for race 2 in
Fastest lap for Muller, 158.18.
Okay, we're back. Happy days are here again. So, yeah, it may force me to go out and diversify a little bit. So, we'll see. We'll see. Mm, definitely enjoying Alton Park here. Real life track over in the UK. Lots of variants because you have a short course, you have a kind of a medium course, you have the non-chicaned version, you have a version that has one chicane, and then you have this one, which is everything. All right, so we gained 0.02 in the SR. We're going to do the same strategy again. We have got to get to 2.0. That is very, very important. Because I would like to keep that at the end of the season. That way I can keep giving you some amazing content. I want to keep doing that. I really like the GT3 races, and I really like the GTE. The Porsche 911, I cannot tell you just how much enjoyment I had driving around Watkins Glen. It
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
really suits my driving style. So I want to give a shout out here: Snail Racing, International Endurance Team, Blue Shell Academy, Dave Cam's Discord, Great Nation. Yeah, I see you holding those Pringles. I'm on the Jimmy and Grip TV's Discord. Um, and I may be part of a new endurance team as an offshoot of Snail Racing. And that's in the early stages, but that may be happening. So I'll keep you advised on those things. And I want to give a special shout out to a streamer. That's Haw74, HAUE74. He's in Denmark. And he gave a great tip to me a while ago that I've been using with great success. And he said, find a car to suit your driving style and then buy all your purchases with that. So once I started liking the Spec Racing Ford, that led me to get the Audi for GT3 and then also the BMW Z4. And then in GTE is the Porsche 911. Now, I also have the Ferrari 488, but I'm liking the Porsche a little bit more. So I'm finding cars that are mid to rear engine that I can feel the rear end. And I really like that feel. Um, so really liking that feel of cars. So yeah, I definitely have some incentive to keep the rating up above 2. That way we can do IMSA. I wouldn't be surprised for IMSA if you have a B license, you'll be able to do the special events. But also, thinking out loud, VA supercars may be involved as well. So exciting times. But looking forward to race 2 as we do the SR grind. Got to do the SR grind. I have figured out that if I drive perfect, I'm using that in air quotes, it's 4 races to get back to 2 using Mazda. So in reality, it's probably going to be 6. So after we do this second race, we are going to call it a night. I'm going to get some food in me.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 114 Fahrenheit.
Make some phone calls. Today is Thursday, the 15th of October. So let's update you on the weekend. So I am heading out of town on Sunday. That's assuming a couple things come in. So that means that tomorrow will be the last stream for a week because I'm going to be doing some work for my company. So don't be alarmed. The fact that we did Coda has helped, but we have not done Roval yet. So tomorrow, I think we're going to do Roval just to get that participation credit. We'll do Roval. Haven't done a lot of practice yet around that, so I need to do that. With that said, after we do Roval, in between that and right now, I'm going to do a little bit of grinding here just to get that SR back up. Because Roval, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. Because one of the things I think you're going to see here is the iRating of people who are nervous about losing their license in both A and B. You're going to see them drive a lot more cautiously. So there may be opportunities to kind of take leaps forward. Just because they can't afford to lose that license, they don't want to go down. So the other thing I think it's going to start to solve, I don't think it's going to truly solve, it's going to be a start to solve, is a little bit of saltiness. So yeah, I like where they're going. If they stiffen hey, if you draw incidents, you can easily lose your license. If they stiffen that a little bit, I think you're going to see. And the other thing, though, that you'll probably see is a lot more protest because people are going to be very, very sensitive to that. So going to be interesting. All right, let's see what the results are here. So 1 minute 59. I did break the 2 minute barrier around here earlier. It can be done. But my main thing right now is SR. It's, the grind is real. And it's good that I met both of my main goals. Got my B license, got the 1250. Because the thing about iRacing that you will realize is you will have ups and downs. And I have definitely had some roller coaster, but I'm finding a little more consistency in my driving. So yeah, you have to be true to yourself. So Haw 74, the streamer I mentioned earlier, he was like, "Yeah, he's lost 300 iRating. It happens. You will go through bad times. Like right now, my iRating is trying to go up in spurts, but my safety rating sucks. And if they didn't have this license change, right? Let's say they weren't going to do it, I'm not as upset to get demoted down to C because I still get to drive IMSA. What would now happen though is I would probably do a GTE IMSA and a GT3 IMSA.
That's a new fastest lap for Evans, 159.48.
Now, Nikita, 157. There are guys here. I saw one that was 156 and change. Like, good on you. I don't have that skill. Just don't have that skill. So yeah, I mean that's why we made the B, C, and D because you never know. You never know. I mean to do the big enduros now, you need to be an A license. So the A license now means a little something more than it did before. So the idea of hey, it's not that hard to get an A license. Well, yes and no. It's you can get an A license, but now your iRating is trash. It would be nice to do both, but such is life. All right, we're going to start 10th. So I only have one guy behind me, but Odin Park. So how do you drive this place? Well, first of all, you have to drive a lot of practice laps. And the second thing is you have to be super smooth and precise. It's really like if you start sawing the wheel, this place finds you out. Now, what I might do here is if 12 gets a good start, I may just let him go by. I'll hang out in the back. You will have carnage. And there's 11th. And I think we're waiting on somebody up there. Well, 9th came in and then left. Let's hope that they can get their connection. I mean, look at it this way. I mean, we already got a win to our name. I was never expecting that. Getting a win, awesome. So, there's been a lot of positives in this season, but these things are supposed to happen. I'm still a beginner at this.
The track temp
Look at
is
the success I've had.
114 Fahrenheit. The air temp is 78 Fahrenheit.
All right, here we go.
All right,
race
Dwayne,
2.
be ready. Let's go.
Well, I've had a good start.
Left side. Still there. Clear left.
I had a feeling he was
There's an
gonna come
incident in Old Hall. It looks like it's Evans. Car left. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. On your right. Clear right.
Jeremy
Right
wanted
side.
to get on with it, and I don't blame him.
Clear right.
Now, let's make sure I don't screw up this corner.
Sweet start, mate. Keep it coming.
That was a good start. I navigated that start about as good as I could. Now I'm going to see if I can learn something about how to drive a couple of these corners. All right, here we go. Holden Park, race 2.
There's an incident in Druids. We think it might be Mullen.
Yeah, I saw that on the relative. Mullen's disc lost a lot of time, so I wonder if he got nudged or whatnot. I expect Garrett to get me.
6th place.
Try a different line in that corner. And here's where my lack of pace will show. They will slowly start pulling out on me. Someone's off. He did a really good job in recovering. There's an accident here. Someone had a checkup up here. Let me catch up. I'm starting to get a little bit better timing out of that corner. We're not in bad shape here. I'm just waiting for them to start hitting him. That's why I'm not over driving. Now you see why. I'm going to lift just a little bit because I don't like the situation up here. So there's a concept of a battering ram, and I think Jeremy may be my battering ram to move me forward. Between Derek, Liam, and him, I just want to hang
The
out.
leader has just done a
Now
159.47.
Garrett is closing.
Sector 2 is 0.40 off the
Now you see
pace.
the pass, and now you know why. Oh, scary. I'm just going to lift. Don't put yourself in trouble. Discipline. Another great thing about Alton Park, it teaches you how to pass people. Because if you don't, this happens. I'm getting a free education here. Garrett is closing as predicted.
The car behind is reeling you in. The gap is now 1.1.
All right, so we're in the fight. The problem is 5th and 4th are fighting, and Derek is going to drive away here. So love that corner. Oh, I love that corner. When you get it right, you can just get the car to slide.
The leader has just done a
You notice I
158.22.
upshifted early, keep the wheel spin down.
The guy behind has just done a 157.71.
What I'm waiting on is contact so I can slow down and drive by them. So if Garrett gets here, I'm going to let him go.
Okay, Dwayne, don't let this guy distract you.
No, I'm not. I'm going to let him go by. Hey, Garrett, come on by on the inside here, buddy. I'm going to lift up here.
On your right. Right side's clear.
I'll let him do the work for me. I got a plan.
Come on, mate, defend your position.
Nope. He's the faster guy. I got a method here. Remember, I'm in this for safety rating, and right now, I'm not feeling very safe. So I just chose to
The
let
gap
him
in
go
front is
by.
increasing. It's now 2.1.
I'm okay with that because I'm expecting
The leader's just done a
some carnage.
157.89.
And I'm going to use the battering ram concept here and let Garrett start mixing it up.
P7.
It would help if I drove the car a little bit better, though. And so what I'm hoping is now they start banging around. And they're right there. They start banging around. I have no trouble behind, so See, that's when you get the corner wrong. Ah, all right. Well, we're trying for a 0x anyway, so here's how we get it. Problem is, they get too far away, the strategy doesn't work of they collide, they run into each other, and they can still recover. So, need to catch up just a little bit. Not make the mistakes I've been making. I've been making a little bit of mistakes lately, I've noticed. I've noticed that myself. So I need to drive better myself. Not be so concerned about the iRating right now.
Alright, Dwayne, halfway home. We've got plenty of fuel.
You see, they're now driving away. So. There's some action up there.
The gap to Mullen behind is increasing. It's now 16 seconds.
Yeah, not driving that chicane good now, because now I don't have a reference. I've lost so much time in that corner. Meanwhile, I'm watching. Okay, and something has happened there. Scarrick has lost about 4 seconds.
Looks like P4 has gone off in Druids.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to get the preferred strat here. Unless Jeremy and... Oh, something's happened.
6th place.
I'm back up to 6. Something has occurred.
The gap ahead is now 3.2 seconds.
And the thing is, I'm now a lot closer, so now... Do they have damage? I'm a little sloppy in the hairpin there. Much better. One of the things that the Mazda has taught me is how to back it into the corner to be a better driver. So. Garrick and Jeremy have caught back up to one another. But now I'm only 5 seconds off instead of 8. I do see a possible overtake. Nope, he had a peak. Well, let's see if I can keep it 0x. And Garrick has gotten by. Have to be so smooth there. Now, Jeremy was the guy I crossed up to.
There's an incident in Deer Leap. It looks like it's Mullen.
That's behind me. Now the question is, will these two fight again? Up here.
The gap in front is now 4.7 seconds.
Have no trouble behind. If I maintain my position, I'll go double plus. I'll take that every day of the week. And you're only 4/10 off. Tires are starting to get a little warm.
Push, push, push. We can get this position.
Okay, so Jeremy lost 1.5 seconds.
2 laps remaining. That lap time was 2:00.6.
It's the best I've taken that corner in a long time.
We think P3's gone off in Shell Oil's corner.
Looks like
Yellow
he
flag,
has.
keep your wits about you, mate.
I think he disconnected. And that's an earned position.
Looks like P5's gone off in Knickerbrook. Car left. Clear left.
That's another earned position.
Well done, Dwayne. Great move. Keep it up.
Staying out of trouble. I think I'm slightly quicker than him anyway. Now, no mistakes. No mistakes. Push, 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 push. You got one more lap.
The car behind is catching. The gap's now 0.8. P4. That lap time was 2:00.9. Good consistency. Keep them coming.
No, I just took a 1x.
You cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy.
Well, almost a perfect. Darn it. I wanted that clean sheet, you know? Now just gotta be smooth. I got through that chicane a lot better than he did. Make sure I got through the corner. Oh yeah, one more corner, baby. One more corner.
We think P6 has binned it in Knickerbrook.
All right, 4th place.
Yellow flag, caution. P4. Okay, it's over. Well done, mate. Good finish.
I'll take that every day of the week. Not bad at all. 4th place, starting from 10th. Just drove sensibly. Drove very sensibly. Only had one X. That's the big thing. Only had one little measly X. So, oh yeah. We'll take one X all day. Okay, and we're back here to the screen. And let me quit out of here. As we conclude tonight's stream. So, 4th place. That means I will get a little bit of IR bump, but the big thing was safety rating. Gotta get a safety rating bump. So, very, very important. So, we are waiting for the result to post. Well, not a bad looking graph, but right here at the end, there's been a lot of variance. So, kind of hit that first plateau right at 1200, 1300. That's where you got to break through here. So, I think once we get the rig built, a little bit more stable platform, and that will definitely help the situation a little bit. So you see my participation. I have done 3 weeks of PCC. I've done 3 Spec Racing Forward. I've done 3 of IMSA. Now, once I do the Roval, that'll be 4, and we'll get the participation credit, which is nice. Nice to have participation credit. And you see here, I'm in danger of demotion. So I'm below 2.0. So you gotta be 2.0 or higher. But anyway, like I said, tomorrow we'll probably do Roval. We'll see. That might change. Depending on life circumstances. Right now I've been working quite a bit. And yeah, you know, when you do that work thing, sometimes other things get in the way. But I'm thankful for my job and very thankful for the job I have. And I'm very, very happy to do the job I have because I get to build some things for a multinational company that is going to really impact a lot of people favorably. So I'm really excited to have been given that responsibility. So tomorrow in the morning, iRacing is actually going to remote in, and we're going to do they're going to fix the UI. So there you go. Start 10, finish fourth. And let's click on that. That means I got to switch over. That way you can see the tab. Nope, can't see it that way. That's right. We did this drill last time. Okay, give me 1 second, ladies and gents. I learned this the hard way last time. Let's do a little copy. And we'll come over here and do a little pasty paste. There we go, a little pasty paste. And there we go, it's up. So, Nikita, as expected, drove away. We went plus 44. So we're back over 1221. But notice, that's what a clean drive does. One incident, 0.22. Oh, that has done some good things for the safety rating. Thumbs up to that. So, 0.22, very nice. Now, if you have 16 incidents like 8th place, you lose 0.19. So you see the parallel. Looking at this, I was the cleanest driver. Yeah, I had 1 incident. Garrick had 3. And yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. We're going to end it here. Thank you so very much for watching. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, tell your friends. And yeah, we're going to keep doing the grind off stream here to get back to 2. And hope to see you tomorrow for some hot Roval action. Take care, everybody. Make sure you take care of one another. God bless.